Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. I'm Abner Daniels, Jr., Senior Minister of the Hope Church of Christ. Surely we rise with shine and give God the glory on this wonderful Monday morning. It is my hope, my trust, and even my prayer that whoever you are, wherever you are, you may be blessed by this brief devotional word from the Lord, even on this morning. Listen, my mom used to tell me when I was young, she said, I can show you better than I can tell you. And this was my mother's way of threatening me. And she would say, I can show you something better than I can tell you something. In other words, actions speak louder than words. How many of y'all know that oftentimes God speaks circumstantially? Sometimes God don't speak to us, audibly, and sometimes the message is not a message that we are verbally communicated with. But oftentimes, God will show you that he's not pleased, that God is moving you in a different direction circumstantially. You see, Balaam is a prophet, and he's moving to do something which is antithetical to the will of God. He's on the back of a donkey, and he plans to get to a certain place and curse the people of God. But God put it in the heart of the donkey to see his manifestation in terms of the angel of the Lord. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, he veered off to the left and he went into a field. Balaam gets off of the donkey. He beats the donkey. Then he gets the donkey back on the road. Then the donkey is going where there is a narrow place. You can't go to the left. You can't go to the right. So he crushes the man of God's feet. And then he jumps off the back of the donkey and he beats the donkey for the second time. Then he mounts the donkey again. He goes and the donkey can't go this time to the left or to the right. So the donkey just sits down in the middle of the road. What does Balaam do? Because he can't get the message. The circumstances is you're going left. The circumstances is you're going to be crushed. The circumstance is it's not going to work. And instead of him listening to the circumstance of his life, he beats the donkey. He's beating the messenger. And by the third time he beats this donkey, the donkey speaks and he's letting them know that God ain't pleased. And you ought to change course. You ought to change direction in life. And how many of us are kind of like, Balaam? We're on our way to do something and it's antithetical to God. Maybe we're moving in the wrong direction. Maybe our thoughts are wrong. And maybe we're just out of divine alignment with God's assignment for our lives. And like the case of Balaam, you had a Jill trying to get a message to a Jack. What's a Jill? Well, Jill is a female donkey and the Jack is a male donkey. So you had the Jill that spoke up and said, God is trying to tell you something. But it was the Jack that wasn't listening. So listen, God can show you better than he can tell you. And hopefully, trustfully, prayerfully, you'll look oftentimes and use discernment at the circumstances of your life. Some things are not meant to be. There are places that you ought not go. There are things that you should not do. And oftentimes, God has to show us better than he can tell us. So I hope, just pray that this word resonates with you. And I hope that the words of Rosa Davis might resonate in your heart, that God can show you better than he can tell you. Till the next time, God's good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Be blessed.